morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, second grade. Welcome back from a nice long week of break. How are you feeling? I know, a bit tired, but we have a lot to do because remember, we need to get that brain strong. My name is Mrs. Vane. I'm so excited to have you here so that we can practice our letters and our sounds so that we can become amazing readers and writers. I have a great story to share with you today. This is a book called The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. Now, there's going to be time when you walk into a room and there's going to be no one like you, but somehow you still do it, right? And this is what this book is all about. So if you want to read more about this book, you can check it at your county library. That's what I did. I checked it out at our county library, or you can check on Sora to see if you can find it so that you can read this book. Now, speaking of Sora, we have some new top 5 schools. So let's review which school came in at number 5. Are you ready? Let's see if it's your school. Coming in at number 5 is Manchester Gate. Awesome job, Gators. Good job, Manchester Gate. So for my Manchester Gate friends, we're gonna give them the You Rock cheer. Are you ready to do this with me? It's really simple. All you do is get your fist like a rock and you fist bump it and you say, You rock. Are you ready? Ready? You rock. Good job, Manchester Gate. Boys and girls, and don't forget to tell me what you've been doing. Tell me if you have a book that you want me to recommend for everybody to read. Make sure that you write to me here at the studio so that I can read what you've been up to, what you've been learning, and any books you want to share. And don't forget to include your mailing address so I can mail you one of these fun activity books, okay? Can't wait to hear from you guys. Okay, are you guys ready? I know, our brain has been at rest all week, so let's wake it up and let's get it ready to go because we have lots of learning before our next big break. Are you ready? Awesome. And remember, on Mondays, we always start with our mystery game. Are you ready? Okay, remember, this is when I'm going to show you some sound spelling cards. You're going to make the sounds, blend them together, and try to guess my word. Now, if you have a pencil or a whiteboard nearby, write my word for me and let's see if you can spell my mystery word. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started. My first sound is the bat card, and the bat card says B. The next sound is my rose card, and that says R. Brr. That's a blend, you're right. My next sound is the train card. And remember, the train card says A. You're right, and that's my vowel sound, A. And my last sound is the koala card. And the koala card says K. Good, now let's blend it together. B-R-A-K. What's my word? Break. Good job, boys and girls. Now let's check. How did you spell break? Did you spell break? B-R-E-A-K, break? Thumbs up if you spell break, B-R-E-A-K. Thumbs up, boys and girls. We use that E-A because the E-A can also say A. Remember, we learned that. Now, how many of you spelled break this way? B-R-A-K-E. Oh, there's a few of you because guess what? I tried to trick you. Remember, we need to wake that brain up. Break can also be spelled B-R-A-K-E, and this is a special word because this break is a homograph and it's also a homophone, meaning it has different spellings, but it also has different meanings. So this break is like, be careful not to break the toy, or it can also mean I take a break from learning, right? This break, B-R-A-K-E, is like mom stepped on the brake on the car to make a stop. So these are what we call homophones because they have the same sound but different meanings. But break by itself is also a homograph, which is a multiple meaning words because it's spelled the same, sound the same, but it has different meanings. Now, let's wake your brain up. I have a sentence for you. Let's see which break goes into my sentence. Ready? Be careful not to or break the glass. Which break will go into it? Awesome. The B-R-E-A-K. Break. Good job. That was a lot of work, huh, boys and girls? You guys are doing awesome. Now, let's go and practice our high frequency words. Ready? Remember, high frequency words are words that we need to know automatically because they show up most frequently when we are reading and when we are writing. All week we have 10 words, but each day we're going to focus on 2. So our 2 words that we're going to focus on today is also and apart. Okay? Help me read and spell these 2 words. Ready? Let's do that again. Help me read it. Also. Good job. Help me spell it. A-L-S-O. Also. Good job. My next word is apart. Help me read it. Apart. Good job. Help me spell it. A-P-A-R-T. Apart. Good job, boys and girls. Now I have 2 sentences for you. Again, we're going to try to figure out which one of these words will go into my sentence so that it will make sense. Are you ready? Okay, help me read the first sentence. Ready? The first sentence says, the box fell. Which word would go into that sentence so that it will make sense? Let's read the second sentence. Ready? I like to bike and I like to run. Now, are you using your context clues to help you? So if you looked at the second sentence, it's giving you 2 actions, right? You like to bike and you also like to run. And if you were listening, I kind of said it. What high frequency word would go into it? Also. Let's read it. I like to bike and I also like to run. Good job. That must mean apart goes with the first sentence. Let's read it. The box fell apart. How did you do? Awesome job, boys and girls. Now let's practice reading our high frequency words. And we're going to practice reading all of them, starting with the 2 words that we read today. Ready? Apart, also, either, begin, 100, over, places, those, which, and without. Good job reading. Remember, we're going to be practicing those all week. Now, let's go into our, good job, phonemic awareness. That means we're going to be practicing training our ears, practicing our listening skills. So let's get those listening ears turned up and listen because we're going to be practicing some phoneme isolation. This is where I'm going to say a word. I want you to isolate the sounds and tell me what vowel sound you hear. Ready? So if I said the word bright, bright, what vowel sound did you hear? Bright. What is it? The long I. Good job. What if I said the word train? Ready? Isolate it. Train. What's my vowel sound? Let's check it. T-r-a-n. Train. Good job. The A sound, which is the long I sound. Awesome job. What if I said this word? Ready? Broke. Let's isolate the word broke. Ready? Broke. Broke. What's the vowel sound? O. Good job. Long O. Awesome job, boys and girls, with those listening skills. Now, let's go and practice our sound of the week. Now, all week, we're going to be practicing these sounds. Okay? And this week, we're focusing on the long vowel sound, and we're focusing on the long I sound. Now, remember, a couple weeks ago, we practiced the long A sound, and a couple weeks further back, we practiced the I, consonant silent E, which says I. Now, this week, we're focused on all the other ways that we can spell the I sound. Remember, long vowels are easy because they say their own names, but they're hard because they have so many different ways to spell them. So here's one way. I by itself says I, like in mind. Mind. Did you hear that? Mind. Now, Y by itself, and this is where Y sometimes can be a vowel, because Y can also make the I sound, like in the word shy. Did you see how I blended that? Shy. The Y by itself can make the I sound. Now, IE can also make the I sound, like I, tie, tie. It follows that rule of 2 vowels of walking. The first one does the talking. Now, the last spelling for I is the IGH. And guess what? All of those 3 letters, same one sound. They say the I sound. So here's my word. Blend it with me. I, hi. Now, again, this is where it gets tricky because some of these words sound the same, but they're spelled differently and they have a different meaning. So here's my word high, like my book was high up on my bookcase. Or here's the word high, spelled with the I, and this is the hi where I'm waving to my friend and I said hi. So we have lots of practice with the long I this week. Okay, so let's practice reading some long I words. Are you ready? Okay, get those reading fingers helping me read my long I words. Ready? Sky. Good. Did you see I underlined them for us? Sky. High. Wild. Grind. Fry. Tie. My. Bright. Mind. Night. Try. Pie. Good job. Did you see all of those different patterns? The I, the Y that says I, the IE that says I, the IGH that says I. Now let's practice reading my sentence. Ready? What a nice sight in the night sky. Did you see my exclamation point? Make sure you're reading it with feelings. Now, let's practice our sentence dictation. I'm going to say a sentence. I want you to try to write it, and then I'll write it, and then you check your words. Ready? Here's my sentence. I saw a bright light in the sky. That's a lot of words. 8 words. Ready? I saw a bright light in the sky. Ready? First word, I. Good job. Capital I, because it's the beginning of my sentence. I saw. High frequency word. I saw a bright, and I has the IGH, bright light. Guess what? Light and bright rhymes. And here's how we spell light with the IGH. I saw a bright light in the, we can spell those, sky. Sk. Sound it out with me. Sk. I. Which spelling is it? Sky is with the Y. Good job. I saw a bright light in the sky. Awesome job. Don't forget your period. Awesome job, boys and girls. Check your sentence. Does it match mine? We had lots of I words in there, boys and girls. You guys are doing such an awesome job, boys and girls. And remember, when things get hard, what do we say? We tell ourselves, I am smart. We say, I can do it. And we say, I am awesome, because you are awesome. Boys and girls, don't forget to come back tomorrow so that we can continue our learning. Have a great day learning with your teacher, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.